Hello, and welcome to a story that will expand the mind and maybe help you see where we are really in today's world. So once upon a time in a world that was veiled by deception, illusion, where shadows danced upon the walls of reality and lived a society bound by chains of fear and manipulation. The inhabitants of this realm were unaware that their existence was but a mere puppetry orchestrated by an elusive force. It was in this surreal landscape that Lionheart, an ordinary individual, began to sense the discernments through the whisper of the truth hidden in plain sight. At first, the revelations were subtle, like cracks in the facade of normalcy. Small inconsistencies surfaced and peculiar occurrences began to interrupt the seamless tapestry of everyday life, as if guided by an individual hand. Lionheart stumbled upon cryptic messages hidden within the folds of ancient text and obscured symbols. The whisper grew louder, urging Lionheart to question the very fabric of reality. The shadow that danced on the walls beckoned, concealing secrets that defied orchestrated narrative. And deep within the recess of their own minds, Lionheart found courage to explore the uncharted territories of truth. As Lionheart delved deep into the hidden recess of the shadow matrix, the illusion that once blinded them began to crumble. The walls of deception trembled, revealing the puppeteers who had manipulated society in a state of perpetual fear. A clandestine group divine by power and control had woven a web of lies to subjugate the masses, to cause a divide. To escape the subdivided prison shadow matrix, Lionheart realized that they had to confront the shadows within themselves, the things that got them to believe this in the first place. It wasn't just about unveiling the external illusion, but also about facing the internal fears and the insecurities that had been cultivated by the obsession of the system. The journey was treacherous, one with each step demanding courage and self-discovery. One that required you to work hard to realize that that shadow also needed to be embraced and realized it was there. But in this labyrinth in the mind, Lionheart encountered manifestations of their deepest fears and doubts. The shadows took the tangible forms, challenging Lionheart to confront the darkness within. It was a battle against the self, an odyssey of inter-perspective beliefs that were created by the system that they were surrounded in. And it tested the very essence of their beings. With determination as their guide, Lionheart navigated murky waters of their subconscious, unveiling the knots of conditioning that was done, and confronted the shadows head-on. The process was painful and demanding, yet essential for the breaking free from this chains of manipulation in the system of the shadow matrix. As the last shadow dissipated, Lionheart emerged, transformed, an awakened soul, no longer bound by the illusions of the shadow matrix. Armed with newfound knowledge and wisdom and a profound understanding of self, that they were in the universe and the universe within them. They were not separated from the breath of all life, Yahweh. They set out to liberate others from the obsession and grip of the puppeteering, to speak the message of truth so that everyone could understand that they were entrapped in a slave system, but they all held the key to unlock the doors and let them go. The journey to expose the truth was fraught with challenges, but Lionheart's resilience inspired a movement. Together, they railed those who had also glimpsed the reality beyond the shadows, and the rebellion against the shadow matrix was born, and they began to go out and returned as the hunters and gatherers that they were. In the end, the puppeteers could no longer control the narrative. The walls of deception had been crumbled to the entirety of the ground, and the society was free from the shadows that had enslaved them, because they saw the truth of who they were. And what was once ruled by fear and masses now stood united under love and light and joy and bliss. And they were determined to build a world that was only based on truth, compassion, kindness, and genuine freedom. Because they took back what always belonged to them, and they unlocked the doors and let themselves out. There's the story for you to consider, to think about. Peace.